So we will answer letter A, and we have a unit circle here. If you prefer to memorize the unit circle as opposed to deriving it from the special triangles. Okay, so let's understand the unit circle, just a little bit of your review. So you have two components here. You have, let's say, for instance, here for 30 degrees in terms of degrees, or 30 degrees is equal to pi over 6 radians in terms of radians. The first component, the x component, that is the cosine of that angle. So if I want to find out, well, what is the cosine of 30 degrees? Well, it's square root of 3 over 2. The second one, this is the sine, okay, sine theta, and the first one is the cosine theta. The ratio of the two is the tangent. So if I want to find out what is cosine of 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees. Cosine is 1/2. The sine is the square root of 3 over 2. Okay. What about what is the sine of 4 pi over 3? This is 4 pi over 3, and you want the sine, so this will be negative square root of 3 over 2, and the cosine will be negative 1/2. So that's how you use the unit circle. All right, so let's look at question number 1. So square root of 2 cosine theta, 3 theta equals 1. So the first thing we need to do really is to isolate that function cosine with its angle, okay? So the function here is cosine, the angle is 3 theta. All of that is your angle, okay? So just like when you're solving for regular algebraic equation, let's say you have 2x plus 1 equals 0. In order for you to solve for x, you need to isolate x, right? You subtract 1. So 2x equals negative 1, divide by 2, divide by 2. So x equals negative 1/2. So that's how you solve for x. It's the same concept with trig ratio. You need to isolate your trig uh, function, the cosine, sine, or tangent with its angle. You need to isolate that. So in this case, we just have to divide everything by square root of 2. Okay, so now your cosine 3 theta is just going to be equal to 1 over square root of 2. Now you can look in this unit circle, and you will not see 1 over square root of 2, and that's because we normally want to rationalize an expression that has a radical in the denominator. Okay, by doing that, we will have to multiply the ratio by square root of 2 over square root of 2, which is essentially 1, right? So we're not really changing the values. Okay, so when we do that, this becomes square root of 2, and this becomes 2, because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4, and square root of 4 is equal to 2. All right, so now you do cosine 3 theta, therefore, is equal to square root of 2 over 2. To find your angle, in this case, your angle is the 3 theta. So you can say that 3 theta is the cosine inverse. That's how you undo the cosine. Okay, cosine inverse of square root of 2 over 2. What this means is that they want you to look into your unit circle or into your calculator what angle will give you square root of 2 over 2 on its cosine. So let's look for square root of 2 over 2 on the x component. And we can tell that we have that one right there. That's a positive. The sign also matters. And we have another one here. Okay. So now we can say, therefore, that 3 theta is equal to what angle? Pi over 4. And then the second one is this one right here, 7 pi over 4. Okay, so you have two answers. Now we're answering in terms of ratio, radians, because the question here says give them in radians, and your answer has to be between 0 to 2 pi, so meaning one whole rotation. They have to give that restriction, otherwise you have infinite number of solutions. All right, so let's break this one down. We want 3 pi. So, 3 theta. So, 3 theta equals pi over 4. The other one here, I'm going to put it here. 3 theta equals 7 pi over 4. You want to solve for theta, so therefore we will divide this one by 3. We will divide this by 3. I'm going to 3 over 1 this so that you can, okay, so pi equals, so remember you're dividing this, you'll keep the numerator pi over 4 times flip the denominator 1/3. So therefore, your actual theta is going to be pi over 12. That's the first solution. Okay. All right, we'll do the same thing here. We will divide by 3. So your theta is 7 pi over 4 times 1/3 because that's the reciprocal of that. So therefore your theta is now equal to 7 pi over 12. That's your second answer. And as you can see, that is between 0 and 2 pi.